What is up, YouTube? Johnny B here again today, and we're gonna be working on this thing right here. This is an FRS. It has a Rockabunny V1 kit that has been extended. That's why his Instagram name is extended.frs. He's got my same hood, courtesy of Chapo, which is one of the members of the group that had a really liking to my car, and he took some inspiration, got this hood, and he also was boosted. And I ended up getting his wheels and brakes for my build, which is hiding back there. You guys will see that eventually. If you haven't been on Instagram, you already know what car that is. What we have to do is install the turbo kit from his car onto this one. So Sam here bought the turbo kit, bought the hood, and some other little things. I think the IRP shifter. And we're gonna make this car fast. So the car already looks fast, it looks great. It's a very special green. He doesn't want to say what type of green it is or where he got it from. But it's gorgeous. It kind of color shifts. It kind of looks dark. Sometimes I see a little bit of a hint of blue. It's just a really nice color overall. So let's make this thing fast, or just as fast as it looks. Also, one cool thing is that it's on here. I'm showing you guys this. Now you guys see that E86 over there that I'm working on. But it's on TE37Vs, which are the Rockabunny spec. So it's pretty cool. I think it looks good with the bronze and the green. So let's get started taking this car apart so we can go ahead and install the turbo kit. So here we have the turbo kit. We have the JDL full turbo kit. We got the upgraded JDL intercooler, which is the one that's meant to hold a lot more power or cool more efficiently for higher power. And it's a little bit better designed to where it's more centered. We have the unequal length, so it's gonna have that Subi rumble. Turbo Smart components for the blow off and the wastegate. It's got a Garrett turbo. I don't know exactly which Garrett it is. If I had to guess, it's probably the 2867R. Is it the Gen 2? Looks like a billet wheel. So it probably is the Gen 2. We got boost controller, and we have all the red, powder wrinkle red stuff, including their JDL strip bar. We have some more stuff in the boxes. We have JDL's fan shroud down there. And there should be some more components in there, but this is pretty much it. Very simple turbo kit, nothing too crazy. We're gonna be having a good time. Oh, one other big thing that it has is this right here. Can you see that? It has a recirculated dump, so it doesn't vent. It doesn't dump to atmosphere, basically making that extra noise. Once you hit full boost, it kind of makes a different noise. This car doesn't have it, or this car won't have that noise because it just recirculates it, keeping the car quiet. This was more for an adult, so that way the car wasn't too loud. Taking off all the stock components now. That way we can get everything out. We got the front bumper off. It's super easy to do, since once you have a modified car, most of your bolts aren't even on, especially on this one. We just had the top ones. We had some on the side, and then two that were holding on the splitter to the frame, to the chassis. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and remove the header, because the turbo is gonna be replacing that. And then also we're gonna have to remove this top piece here, so that way we can access the fans, because we're gonna need to install the slim fans to get rid of these bulky stock fans that are gonna be in the way of the turbo. So here we are now with the next step. After I removed the stock header, went ahead and removed the stock oil pan as well, cleaned up the edge, because we're going to be installing the JDL oil pan that's going to have the oil return bung on this side. It's already pre-welded and powder coated, so it's going to make life a lot easier than having to fabricate it ourselves. One of the big things that we got to remember is there's some O-rings that go on these oil pickup points, and we want to make sure that those are in there properly so that we have lubrication to both heads. This one goes to that head, and then this one goes to this head. If you mess up and don't put that O-ring, then you can have no oil to one side of the engine and cause some catastrophic engine failure. So we're gonna be replacing the stock radiator with a CSF and the JDL fan shroud with some spall fans on there. So we're taking out this radiator, got the hoses off out of the way. Got the turbo manifold on. Having a little bit of a hard time with the stud. We had to kind of fix some of the threads on there. And now the next thing's gonna be going on here is the turbo, but we have the turbo hooked up with the whole downpipe in one go. So we're just gonna go ahead and put it up. This kit is used kit, so everything's already kind of assembled, making it that much easier to do. Well, one of the things you got to remember is before you put the oil, make sure you put oil return line and tighten it up. If you forget that, you're literally gonna dump all your oil out the bottom. So we got that done. We're pretty much done down here. Looks like what we need now is to hook up the wastegate, and that'll be pretty much it for down here. So we got all the little things done. We're here with Sam in the car. Try to step on it a little bit more. I'm looking at the AFRs. It's looking good. Are looking good. We're hitting like 11.8, so 11.7 is perfect. But yeah, everything's looking good. It's making all the noises. How's it feel to be fast?
Oh, it's so much fun, bro. Oh my God. I can't stop smiling.
You can't stop smiling, dude. You have all the noises because the turbo. Yeah, take it right. We have the turbo spooling. We got a little blow-offs going. All right, so we went for a ride. We got some boost in, checking everything, make sure nothing's leaking. But everything's sounding good. The engine's sounding healthy. We got fresh oil, fresh coolant. None of the catch cans are leaking boost, so that's good. All the fittings seem to be nice and tight. The car's running great. We did all the fittings underneath there. We made sure that all those hoses were clamped down. We got the boost controller down here hooked up to the wastegate, making sure that that's good. Oil cooler is good. I mean, everything's pretty much looking good. I looked at all the fittings around the turbo. It's nice and dry, so it looks like everything's good to go. And this is after, you know, taking it for a little ride. Now Sam can go home with a big smile on his face. Yes, yes.
Thank you, Jonny.
Yeah, you should have seen his face when he was driving and couldn't stop smiling.
I still can't stop smiling.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be sick. So I'll leave Sam's Instagram down below if you guys want to continue seeing more of his build. And now it's actually fast, like we were saying earlier. So that's good. All right. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It is 1 in the morning. We knocked it out in one day. We started around like 2 p.m. Ended at 1 in the morning, like completely after testing and everything. I think we finished up right around midnight. So it was like a 10-hour job, and then we just started doing the flashing of the tune. Sam did that with his laptop, and so it has like a nice bass tune on there, and he can drive it around safely. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, you have a great day.